Hey guys, today I saw a picture in another craft group, and it was actually a plate and a little jar that you could design for Santa Claus for the kids for Christmas. One was a plate for like cookies, and then another one, the little mug was for like the milk or whatever. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replicate the um, image that I saw somewhat to give you some ideas for you and your family for Christmas time. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, here we are in Cricut Design Space. I've actually placed a circle on my screen because I took the template of a plate, which you can actually get by going to templates and just searching for plate. And you'll see the template out there for a plate. I don't want to use that template, so I'm just going to go with the circle. So I just went and took a shape and made the circle the same size as the template of the plate. So the sizing here is 8.069 by 8.139. So if you want to go just straight to a circle and put in those measurements, then you can. But this template is not going to be a part of the project. It's just going to be there until whenever. Okay, so here we have a circle, and this is just going to be my template for my design. So I'm going to start out with my text, and on the one that I saw, which I thought was really, really interesting, so I'm going to stick with that. It was cookies for Santa. So we're going to go cookies for Santa. And I'm doing the K, the F, the S, and the T capitalized on purpose. So then I'm going to go to my fonts. And I kind of like this a child's view for this particular plate because it kind of has that fun look to it to me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out by placing a curve to the cookies for Santa. And I want the curve to go around the plate like that at the top. So I'm going to do a curve. I'm going to click on curve, and then I'm going to move this baby over to get it to, okay, where did my font? There we go. Got to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so you're going to select your font, and then I'm going to move it over to the right until I can get it around the plate like I want it, but not too far because I want to leave room for the bottom half. Okay, so I'm going to have cookies for Santa at the top and cookies for Santa at the bottom. So I'm going to unlock this here, and that way I can play around with the sizing better. So I'm just moving the font over so that I can get it at the top half of my plate. Okay, I'm going to bring that down, bring my plate back up there. And I think I'm going to go about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this font size. I'm going to decrease it a little bit because I'm going to need a little bit more room. There we go. All right, so I have cookies for Santa, and then I'm going to duplicate this because I also want to put cookies for Santa at the bottom, okay? So I am going to now go down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my sizing here on my curve, and I actually have it at 6.378. So I'm going to try to go negative 6.378. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm willing to see. if it's gonna give me what I want. 6.3. So what I'm gonna do is go here and go 6.378. All right, so I'm gonna bring that down like that. Like so, like that. And then I'm gonna move that up just a little bit. All right, so that looks like a circle now to me. Then I have an image of a Santa that I wanna use. I'm gonna go to Upload, Browse, and here's the Santa that I'm going to be adding. And I'm just gonna click Continue. And save. Go ahead and upload that into Cricut Design Space to my canvas. And then I'm going to unlock the proportions here on the left-hand side by clicking that lock one time. And then I'm going to decrease the sizing of my Santa. Okay. So that's going to be about there. And then I'm going to go to Images, and I want a bell. So I'm just going to say bells and search. And let me see which bells I want to use. And you can use any images that you choose, you so choose to use. As I'm doing here, nothing spectacular, but I'm just trying to give you some ideas for Christmas. I'm going to add a little bit of green in there. And then I am going to make it just a little bit smaller. And I'm going to place it in between the two cookies here. There we go. I'm going to right click and duplicate it and bring it over here. I don't want it sitting on my A. All right. And then I am going to take another shape, a circle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out small here. So I'm going to take a circle. I'm going to right click and duplicate it. And then I'm going to change one of the circles to a different color so you can get the visual here. And then I'm just going to make this circle just a little bit smaller than the other circle. Then I'm going to line up my two circles together and choose Align and Center. And then I'm going to slice. And what that's going to do is it's going to give me a very thin line that I can use for my plate. I'm just going to right click and duplicate it. And I'm going to make my circles this deep dark red color here. There we go. All right, so I'm going to unlock it so that I can stretch the sizing here. And I'm going to start by going here. And I'm going to play around with this to get it in the shape that I want. And so the reason I unlock the proportions is so that I have the ability to drag it to get more of a circle, because otherwise, you know, you wouldn't truly get your circle. I'm going to bring that over just a little bit. I am going to decrease my sizing here once again. So I'm going to go down 1, or 2 or 3. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the top half, because you want to make sure they are the same size. And then I'm going to bring that back up like that. And I keep trying to click on the font, so I'm going to have to move this for a second so I can get to the font, get to the font, get to the font. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this back over. And stretch, not to where it's on the edge of the plate, but there we go. All right, and then I'm going to take this circle and I'm going to unlock it as well here on the left hand side. And then I'm going to bring that circle inside, just like that. And then I think I need to just move my thingamajiggies over, and I didn't mean to. So I'm going to align center horizontally and center vertically so I can get, oops, not that, just center horizontally. And then I'm going to take and drag my little bales back over, because I shifted them when I did the centering. So let me see if I can get them. Okay, I know what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead and highlight everything except for the bales and group them. And then I'm going to shift this over out of my way so I can get my bales. Bada bada boom, bada bada bang. And you see the template is gone. So the template is only to give you like a guide, but I really just wanted to get the sizing to fit my plate. So that's all I really needed it for. I'm going to kind of shift this around just a little bit. All right, and then we're going to put the other one here. All right, and then I'm just going to highlight everything again, including my bills, and then I'm going to group it. Okay, so now I have it all as one. Then you can kind of make it a little bit smaller to ensure that you get everything loaded on your plate. And then you could make this, everything is going to be cut except for your Santa Claus. Your Santa Claus and your Jingle Bells are going to be more like your stickers, where you can use printable vinyl or sticker paper. And then your cookies and your round red circles will be your vinyl, your permanent vinyl. Okay. I would highly recommend, if you're using a see-through plate, that you might want to do a mirror on it so that you could put it on the back of the plate and have it where they can put the cookies down on it without putting the cookies on top of the vinyl. That's if you have a see-through plate. If it's clear and you can see through it. If it's not see-through, then of course you would put the vinyl on top of the plate. So I'm not going to print this out. I just wanted to walk through or cut it out. I just wanted to walk through how you can design a plate yourself for Christmas. Get very creative. I kind of just went with the standard here, but you guys kind of get the gist of what we're doing. And then for your mug, you want to measure the size of your mug to determine how much space you have. And what I would recommend is just to take a square because everything is a shape, guys. Everything is a shape. And I would just make this to be white or whatever color you choose. And then I would go text, milk, or Santa. Excuse me. And then I would take that and center it. So we're going to go to align and center and then drag that up. And of course you can make it whatever color you like. Since I have the colors over there in black, I'm going to make this in red, and I meant to make this, my letters in black, in red as well over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. There we go. All right, so we have the cookies for Santa and milk for Santa. Again, I made the capital letters intentional in certain places to kind of give it a little bit of creativity there. And the font that I'm using for this again is, see if I can get it here. It is a child's year. A child's year is the name of the font that I'm using, but you can get creative and use whatever font you want. But I just wanted to kind of walk you through the process of how you can design a plate for Santa. And again, you want to make sure that you measure whatever size mug or glass you're going to use for the milk, and then make sure that this is going to fit inside, really nicely with the vinyl for Santa. Okay. All right, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about the process and what I did, feel free to reach out. I just wanted to give you a guideline on designing a plate and a glass or a mug for Santa Claus for Christmas, because we know that Christmas is coming quick. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being in my group, Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. You guys are all creative. I love the work that I've been seeing in the group lately, and we're getting people to post more frequently, which is awesome. And if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you so much for being subscribed to my channel. If you do like my tutorials and you're not subscribed, then please like, share, and subscribe to my channel as well. And my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.